Good evening and welcome to Hello, It's Us, a program based on the premise that life in general goes better if it's us all working together as opposed to you, me, and them all working at cross purposes. Hello, It's Us is brought to you by a collaboration between the Extended Dream Foundation and PATV Channel 18. I'm Terry Cunningham. As you'll notice, I'm alone today. My guest had to cancel at the last minute, and my co-host is in the hospital. So I have a microphone, a camera, and we're just going to cover a variety of miscellaneous things till the time runs out. This year is the 24th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. That act, authored by our own Senator Harkin, has often been referred to as the Civil Rights Act for the disability community because it gives folks in the disability community many rights that they didn't have before. Most of the rights have to do with physical accessibility of buildings or programs. Before 1991, when the disability, in 1990, when the ADA was enacted, there were no rules for width on doorways or heights of light switches or outlets or ramps instead of steps, and programs being offered at an accessible location. I mean, as a result of that, if an adult ed program, for example, is scheduled to take place on the second floor of a building that doesn't have an elevator, and a person with a disability wants to take that particular course, they can request that it be moved to an accessible location, and whoever's putting that course on has to comply with that request. Years ago, when I was living in Marshalltown, I wanted to take an introductory computer course, and it was on the second floor of a building across the street from the junior college. I requested an accessible location, and they moved it across the street to a computer lab at the junior college, and that was fine. So this year we will once again, in Johnson County, celebrate the 24th anniversary of the ADA. We're currently planning this year's celebration. It's going to be held on the Ped Mall, and at this point we have invited Senator Harkin, Congressman Braley, and Congressman Loebsack to participate. It will be July 26th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. At this particular point. We're not sure when the federal folks are going to appear, but we'll know more of that, and you'll see more legislation or more signs about that as time goes on. But I would urge you to mark your calendar for that date. We're also going to have a variety of games and hope to have some folks from the Special Olympics help us run those games. We will have information tables for different agencies in town, and we will also have tables for local artists in town, whether it be photographers or painters or sculptors or whatever. We will have entertainment by a variety of disability groups. We'll have some dancers, we'll have some singers. Hopefully we'll have some of the folks from the theater group who can possibly do an act or two of the play that they would be doing this summer. And we're also going to have the opportunity for folks to get up and comment a bit about how the ADA has changed their lives. Or for a lot of folks now, they haven't experienced life without the ADA. So we can comment that we can still get comments from them about how the ADA has affected them. So we would encourage everyone to think about that and come with a couple minutes of material prepared so that you can take your turn at the mic and share with everybody what's going on. Okay, issue number 2. Currently, there's a number of sidewalks in Iowa City that are not in compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act, or locations that simply don't have curb cuts, or locations where through the years there's problems with the concrete. And obviously that needs to be fixed because it prevents folks from traveling to where they want to go. It's a nuisance for people using strollers. It's a nuisance for people trying to bicycle on it. The city is budgeting, I believe it's $100,000+ a year, and that's just not enough. In order for things to get remedied as they should be, 24 years since the passage of the law, there's significantly more money that needs to be dedicated to this program. One of the things that folks can do out there is, if you see a curb cut that looks like it has problems, whether it's the concrete and such are degrading, or whether there's a spot where there isn't a curb cut, or if there's some place that it's in a bad location, contact City Hall and let the street department, I imagine, know about the problem, and hopefully they'll fix it. That's also an opportunity to attend city council meetings and take the opportunity to speak to the council about those issues and express your concern for both the inconvenience and the danger that causes. Because if there's a location that's degrading, wheels don't run over bumps and divots and that kind of stuff smoothly and safely. So there's a chance that the chair can actually tip over, which clearly is not good. So please take that opportunity. Laws and regulations are wonderful, but it takes people to make sure they're enforced. And if there's not, the interchange or interaction between the citizens and the council, then the council can assume if they're not getting information that everything's fine. And yeah, that's just simply not the case. Accessibility also comes into play in a number of the new buildings that are going up on Burlington Street. And as the plans are now, the side of the buildings facing the street will not have an accessible entrance. Folks are going to have to go around to the back of the building to have access to an accessible entrance. And you know, from my point of view and a number of people, other people's point of view, that's simply unacceptable. It's also inconvenient. You know, if someone has to go around to the side or the back of a building, carrying packages or going out to get transportation or whatever, it's inconvenient and it's dangerous. And that's especially true with buildings where the lowest level may be retail spots and then the upper level is residential. Because typically it's the bottom floor then is not a full story above grade. It's like a half a story, and that's recessed back. So it's difficult to even see those in a lot of situations. So, you know, we need the public's help on that too, because at the moment, city staff apparently feel that meeting the minimum requirement of the ADA to have an accessible entrance, that's not where the main entrance is, just sounds way too much like move to the back of the bus, please. And I thought those days were finished. I thought that Iowa City wanted to be a welcoming community to all individuals, regardless of race, creed, sex, disability, age, whatever. And that's not a very welcoming thing to have. You know, sure, we'd like to have you come. Please go around the back of the building to get in. So May 6th, there will be a council meeting where this is going to be discussed. And we would certainly appreciate as much support from the public as we could get on this. Because it's a proven fact, the accessible features are not used only by people with disabilities. If there's a flight of stairs or a half flight of stairs right next to a ramp, I've yet to see anybody walk up to it and say, oh, the ramp is for folks with disabilities, I must use the stairs. They're going to take the most convenient way, which is the ramp. If they've got a stroller with children, they're going to take the ramp. If they're using a walker or a wheelchair, obviously, they're going to use the ramp. If they're trying to manage bags, there's not a requirement for automatic door openers in buildings at all. Those are an option. What makes a door accessible is the width and the pounds of pull that it takes to open it. Yeah. If you have to walk up to a door and use whatever handle, I mean, lever actions are certainly best for most folks with disabilities, and try to open the door and almost pull your shoulder out of the socket trying to open it, that door is set too high as far as pounds of pull. If you see those kind of doors, you need to mention something to a manager or owner if it's a private building, certainly if it's a public building. Talk to who's in charge at that building or contact City Hall. But those are all things that, in order for the ADA to work properly, we have to have people of all types push for it and say that it's inconvenient or that doesn't work, and push for the most accessible feature as opposed to the minimum requirement. There are no ADA police who come around and say, oh, well, that door is 2 inches wider than it has to be. We're going to have to fine you for that. Well, that's not the way it goes. Okay. Little information about Uptown Bills and the Extended Dream Foundation. Uptown Bills is located at 630 South Dubuque Street and is a coffee shop, a bookstore, an entertainment venue. We have all kinds of different groups that hold meetings at Uptown Bills. And it's a safe and relaxing environment for folks with disabilities to stop by. And to visit, to play games, just to feel comfortable. We have activities going on basically from open to close of different sorts, whether it's different meetings or whether it's groups who meet for Scrabble or to learn chess or a variety of things. And then in the evenings, we have various kinds of entertainment. It could be coming and doing an act for a play and having pie. It could be coming to read poetry or a chapter or part of a book. Typically on Thursdays we have live entertainment of some sort, whether it's a local traveling band or whether it's folks from the audience getting up and doing card mastery, because you're not supposed to call it tricks anymore, or singing a song or reciting something, a variety of things. Saturday nights, there is always live entertainment from 7 to 9, but also on Saturdays, depending on which weekend it is, we have different community groups who come in. The first Saturday of the month at 4:30, there's a group of Irish musicians who come in and play till about 6 o'clock. And there may or may not be an audience watching, but these are folks who enjoy playing and get together and go through a variety of different songs and that. The second Saturday of the month is a community folk sing that happens at 3 o'clock. And once again, it's a group of people who get together and play and sing. Then on the third Saturday of the month at 4 o'clock, the Iowa City Ukulele Social Club stops by. And again, it's a group of people of various ages, some with disabilities, who simply get together and play all kinds of music on their ukuleles. And you haven't quite lived till you've heard Back in the USSR or, and I just blanked at some, or some Bob Seger tunes or some Van Morrison stuff done on ukuleles. In fact, on Saturday, May 17th, we will be filming a show for this program about, or featuring, the Iowa City Ukulele Club, or Social Club. And it would certainly invite as many people who would like to come watch that. A couple of the groups who meet upstairs at Bill's is 7 o'clock, the second Mondays of the month. There's a brain injury group that comes. 7 o'clock, the first Monday of the month, is an invisible disabilities group. And that is pretty much all the little things on my list of miscellaneous topics for this week. So please join us again next week and have a good time till then.